Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we are live. Should be. David, hope you're feeling better. You're here to darken the mood. Just make everyone miserable. Miserable with your presence. I highly doubt that. Let's get the ball rolling. There haven't been that many Rage Forest games played in the last little while. I guess people have had enough after the tournament. That being said, there were a few games played about a week and a half or so ago that I did download, so we'll begin with those. And yeah, hopefully people are not sick and tired of Rage Forest. Let me just get my chat in order. As always, if you're watching after the fact, feel free to skip forward. There will be some names that we see and recognize here, I believe. Good day to you as well. But I don't think any of the games we're going to watch tonight are technically part of the Rage Forest 5 tournament. Let's start out the teams. We've got Team Southwest and Team Northeast. Southwest headlined by Pume in yellow, playing as the Portuguese. In his pocket, Valis as the Spanish. Always a good civ to have. Always a good player to have in your pocket. Nolo as the Ethiopians in red. And last but not least, Barles as the Bohemians in teal, facing off against Dave Hun, playing as the Celts, not as the Huns, so the name is a little misleading. Modri as the Mongols in your pocket. Also, somebody might want in your pocket in the Civ, you might want in your pocket. Imperio as the Poles in gray, and Ganji as the Turks. So the Turks versus the Portuguese, old school versus new school gunpowder. Looks like on the left side of the map, we've got two avenues of attack, a diagonal between the two flanks, and then a bit of a peace sign here, north-south corridor that splits up into east and west. So our Turk, Ganji, with those scouts that become light cav, that become hussars, has a few avenues that he can really run into if he so wishes. And let's take a look as the villager scuffle. Looks like one villager apiece. Our Portuguese has lost his scout as well. Now his villagers are chasing this Pole scout. Why? How weak is it? Pretty damn weak. Spanish scout almost at full health, and Ganji pulls another villager on the eastern portion of the map. Oh, okay, pretty damn simple. One avenue of attack between our... I do apologize. My god, a little bit of a brain fart already. It's actually two avenues of attack between our Celt and our Bohemian. All right. One bit of a quarter, also a bit of a peace sign on its side, and then the other is just a straight up one little alleyway. I'm assuming this is not going to last very long once we hit the next ages and Rage Forest becomes Arabia. Elephants are being pulled here. So far, a perfectly cool, perfectly collected and calm pull here out of Barles. Villager with no loom will not lose even one HP point. No, now I spoke too soon. Oh, the tusk. Beware the tusks of March as all three elephants fall and bite the dust. I'm sorry if you hear a clicking sound. That is me getting comfy in my chair, getting settled. Not a lot of people watching so far. Hopefully more join as the time clicks away. And our Portuguese is really pushing back the Turk. The Turk really got aggressive here with this wall off. And the Portuguese is punishing him for it. That being said, Val's just lost his scout. Got 4-on-4 villagers. Let's see what their HP is like. Basically identical HP for these two sets of yellow and purple villagers. Apologize. Was it really necessary to take down that one palisade? Maybe. Maybe not. At the end of the day, Ganji does get the wall off that he was looking for the entire time. Or maybe not. Puma's still contesting this. Down to 13 villagers. Radu, how are you? Is being chased away as the villager works away. But is this wall off actually complete? No, it looks like there's an open tile here where he can pass through, and he can always delete his own little palisade segment. So on the eastern shores of the map, completely the opposite happening here. Peace, prosperity. Ooh, oh, here we go. Valis, the risk taker. Oh no. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. But here comes our Ethiopian to help out. But unfortunately for Valis, as close as that was, I don't know that a villager with 4 HP is the one you want to send. Is he sending a healthier one? Yeah. Okay, there we go. No loom for him as well. No real point in the pocket position. Is he giving up on the elephants? No. But that was a fun little maneuver using the goat. Richard, hello. What I don't get is why they hunt large groups of animals, leave the other 2 to rot, and only gather 1 at a time. I mean, that's the age-old question that everyone asks. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Valis is just not getting lucky with these elephant raids. That is always the question, Richard. Why they do it? Does the decay matter at all? Especially with elephants, it's 1200 food, which is a little bit more than the boars and javelinas. But the decay question is a valid one. There's also never-ending talk about whether or not you should build a mill next to this. Did he? Oh, insult to injury, salt on the wound, whatever metaphor you want to use. Looks like he did lose one of the elephants that is sinking in. Oh, that is so sour for Valis. That is very sour for him. And now Red accidentally took the goat, returning it to its owner. Radu, I was about to say, right when I read your comment and I refreshed my feed, it went back down. That's okay. That's happened to me so many times. That has happened to me very, very much frequently, where I hit like a milestone and then all of a sudden it all the subs disappear. What happened here? It looks like he Nolo may have pulled elephants of his own. Ooh, and Dave, the Hun, the Celtic Hun, the Hunnic Celt, is here with a dock lane. But poor Valis misses an elephant, then gets his lake laned. Oh yeah, I'm only 1 sub away. Hopefully by the end of the live stream, maybe somebody new will watch this live stream and decide to subscribe. Can always hope. Can always dream. Speaking of dreaming, our Spanish has inserted a barracks into the... Not really any real position here, just kind of the center of Team Northeast. Nolo Pingy here says, hey, let me in, let me in. And Valis, if he's not microing enough, has to micro a little bit more. Okay, so we're all heading up to the next stage, except of course our Turk, and more importantly our Portuguese, who is still 1:46 away. Looks like there's a Turkish villager here behind enemy lines as well, so players are playing sneaky right now. English or Spanish? Breakfast, English. Weather Channel, Spanish. John Yang. Ooh, you're just in time to watch a Turkish villager bite the dust. As our Ethiopian scout now has 5 kills, 4 of them economic. I'm assuming that does not mean fishing ship. Fire galley might want to go after the villager, no? Okay, he's leaving that up to the normal galley. Oh my god, there's already a demo. Two fire ships here. Or just, yeah, or just Spanish weather, period. But I never say no to a nice deep fried breakfast. What the hell is this? There's a path through the forest here? I did not look at the mini map. Who noticed? Who knew that there was going to be a path here? That is incredible. It's given the Mongol a chance to get to the lake. And I was wondering why the hell Orange is taking elephants all the way over here and how the hell he managed to do so. Oh, there you go. Oh, by the way, our Celt, not happy to lame one lake, has attempted and successfully lamed another. Uh-oh. RNG doesn't wait for it to finish, does Dave the Hun. And deletes the galley. He literally bit the sandy dust. I love Rage Forest 5 in that regard, that we are having an Arabia-style map. It looks like... That's definitely one way to keep an eye on your enemy. You know, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Look at this. We've got a Polish town center right on top of a Spanish barracks. Does the barracks see? Yeah, no, he doesn't actually see the folwark and such. Yeah, exactly. Screw you, monk. You are not taking my unit. But they know he's here. He's not really making any use of this dock at the moment. And our Celt, oh man, he does not want to face Burles. He does not want to face him at all. Half the players are in Castle Age at this point. We're getting fervor for not only our Bohemian monks, but also our villagers. Remember, fervor and sanctity do affect these. That's why their movement speed went from 0.8 to 0.92. This Red Scout still with 5 kills exploring. So now they're going to see the fullworks. Spanish castles en route. What does the fullwork do? It does two things. Number one, it adds 5 population space like a house. Because I guess there's like inn and board at the upper levels here. And number two, when you click a fullwork, it creates a aura. This one's gray, so it's a little bit harder to see. Any farm that you seed wholly within this aura, so it can't just be like the middle point or the corner, has to be fully within this aura. 8% of that farm automatically gets added to your bankroll. And then you have to work the rest of the 92%. So it gives you like an instant little boost of food every time you seed and reseed a farm inside of that radius. And so for the Poles who can spam heavy or light cavalry, it is just an absolute crazy structure and feature to have. A symmetrical mill, yeah, exactly. Because it's a 3x3 structure instead of a 2x2 like a mill, it does create the nice little symmetry here. And as you can see, the aura stretches out 1 extra tile in case, you know, you're under attack and you don't really have the micro or the APM to click it. Oh, Nolo's villager gets got by the lion, or no, my apologies, by the archer, I think. Yeah, the archer. So what did I say? I say our Turk was going to use one of these avenues. This is that villager that we saw him sneaking in earlier, but now he's facing off against conquistadors. And at home, he's facing a Portuguese threat. I just realized, by the way, that we have the Portuguese and the Spanish right next to one another, much like in real life. And so let's see how well they play together. 2 archery ranges for our Turk. He is in the Castle Age. I'm surprised it's not stables, to be honest. Aw, John, that's like something you would read at like a home sense store. The fullwork turned the house into a home. It is like a manor almost. He messed up the farm placement in the full work? Oh, this one? Yeah, you see, this one does not... Actually, yeah, sorry. It's just the animation that looks like it's over the edge. This one still does collect 8%, even though it looks like it doesn't, right? It looks like a part of the farm is over the line, but I think the actual farm itself is right on the line. I think it's just the graphics, which honestly I've never seen before. How does that work? I don't think I've ever seen that, actually. There's no farm that's ever... What is this? Maybe I just haven't noticed? Oh, you know what? Maybe it's on the northeast side of a farm, because these ones seem to do it. No, yeah, actually. Anyway. Odd little graphics detail. Live, love, laugh, and then murder your enemies. Rage bait for live streams. I can see that. Okay. Archery range destroyed. Battering ram might want to get into action and start taking down the last few structures here. A pole monk. 2 monasteries out of our pole is creating a bit of an extra line of defense here. I feel like the Spanish and the Portuguese were pretty friendly with one another throughout history. I think they may have fought one war, but there wasn't any kind of like military aggression in it. I think it was just like a war on paper. There was some treaty that was ended, or I forget exactly what happened. I don't think Spain and Portugal were really at each other's throats. Yeah, Iberians gonna Iberian. By the way, again, our Celt wants to focus purely on lake shenanigans because he has walled himself off significantly. An interesting structure, placement, and location here for Nolo. I'm exactly at risk of getting busted in through that part of the map. Yeah, I don't know if it was technically... I guess you could call it a Cold War. How do you stop Canadian bacon from curling in a frying pan? You take away its little broom. You know, you can laugh all you want at curling de Gaulle. And by the way, welcome. By the way, what the hell is this? 3 town centers here for our Turk, who anticipates getting pressed into, I guess. And he's already abandoning ship preemptively. You can laugh all you want at curling. I tried it when I was in university. And about an hour into it, first of all, it's a lot of fun. Surprisingly. I'm not a sports guy. I'm more of a, as you guys know on Discord, I'm more of a pizza and chill kind of guy. But after about an hour of playing it, I was having so much fun. I got a little, not as careful as I should have been when I was brooming the ice for that big, whatever the hell it's called, the puck or whatever. And I slipped on the ice and my entire, or I fell on my left arm, and my entire left arm from shoulder to elbow was one big bruise for about 3 months, and I could barely move it. And this was like during exams. I had to write, I had to carry books, I had to do all this shit. So curling is dangerous. But still a funny joke. Okay. Only yours truly, by the way. Only I can take a sport as slow and innocuous and safe as curling and walk away with a entire arm bruise. That's something that it's my specialty. It's like, what do they say in the Hunger Games? May the odds be ever in your favor. They were not in my favor that night. I was, I was a little tipsy. You don't play curling without drinking. Not at the amateur level. By the way, I feel like they're aiming for the Trebs, but so far they've just gotten the mining camp, which is hilarious. And our Portuguese is in a little bit of trouble. Some whole gunpowder is here to contest this position. Oh, looks like he's shelling away at the bombard cannon. Radu, curling is when one player throws a big rock. It's like bowling, but on ice. Except imagine when you throw the bowling ball, two people run after it with brooms so that it lands in a certain location. And if it lands in a certain location and kicks out the other rocks that other team threw, then you get the points. Okay, Mangadai just having fun doing little parade moves. Looks like they are fully upgraded, almost everybody except Valis and Ganji. Surprisingly, Valis is not yet an Imperial, he says, as Valis hits Imperial. There's Schlachter privileges for our poll. How many stables are we working with? Why can't I locate even a single stable? Am I going blind? Is there a single stable here? Yeah, there is. Oh, I apologize. There's a single stable. And now he's adding 3 more. Okay. Pole foot archers. We've seen them a lot recently. I thought I saw arrows going this way, and I was thinking for a second, how the hell did he manage to target this one flying bird? And then I realized he was attacking one of these wall segments. Okay. Bye-bye, Haufnitze. Yeah, curling is a lot of fun. Whoa. Preemptive deletion of the entire Celtic fishing fleet. Really? That was interesting. Why did he do that? Did he not want to give them the satisfaction? Did he want to clear up space? Why did he just nuke his own base? And now we've got the fastest firing foot archer against probably the fastest firing cav archer in the game. Mangadai should also do quite well against Hussite wagons because they do have siege armor, and these are elite, so they come with a +5 attack bonus against siege. Yeah, holy deletion, Batman. Oh, speaking of deletion, our Ethiopian, does he have torsion engines? Yes, he does. That's why he got all those kills. That 2-tile blast radius is not something to be laughed at. Okay, it looks like a trickle of trade here for these teams. 78. Imagine you can hunt the flying animals. I mean, so many Mangadai are dying here. But he's got 10 more in the queue, does Modri. How many castles are we working with here? 3 in the forward position. It looks like 3 in the defensive position, so he's in no shortage. And there's Fur Celtica. I was wondering, where the hell is our Celtic siege to contest this? Halberdiers, move forward. Move forward. Ouch. I think the Mangadai actually got that. I don't think the, Okay. Attacking a dock, not exactly the greatest use. Yellow's pinging over here. Why? Okay, it looks like our Pole Turk combo is about to slam through the center of the map as Dave Hun Kelt is gonna get wrecked here. Let's see how well demo. Oh, sour. Let's see how well the extra HP serves the Celtic onager against the bigger blast radius of the Ethiopian. Of course, I say that there's not a single siege onager left on the front lines. There's a couple of more Ethiopians creeping forward, a few more Celts creeping forward. Will they target the cannon galleon? Missed opportunity, maybe. Where the hell is our Turk? Supremacy for the Spaniard. Paladin for the Spaniard. Our Turk, yeah, he's going Hussars. Did you really need... How... Correct me if I'm wrong. He didn't need to run away from his base, right? He didn't need to establish these extra town centers here. There was never any real pressure here. And now he's going pure Hussars against Spanish Paladins and Conquistadors and Bohemians, whose halberdiers do 40 damage bonus. Kosix, welcome, welcome. You want to see supplies? Oh, I don't know that we're going to get to see infantry out of any of these civilizations. Let's see it. One of the game's coolest anti-siege units versus one of the game's coolest siege units. I don't know that he's got enough Mangudai here. 4 of them immediately die. 2 more join them in hell, and the third and last one does die. Man, that blast radius on the Ethiopian siege onager. 2 tiles is just so ridiculous. Even this one's just a tile and a half. That extra tile makes all the difference in a one-on-one onager battle, by the way. Given how slow they move, but... there we go. He does manage to snipe one. We'll get this one as well. But dies. Your mom, hey. Nice to catch you live. T90 frustration. Why T90 likes infantry. Spanish Paladinos are heading straight for this Pole army. Our Pole got Schlachta, and okay, he is going up to 46 Cavaliers. Some Turkish help and reinforcement. Which is the civ that upgrades existing villagers into soldiers, Richard? That is the Burgundians with the Flemish Revolution. And it turns each and every villager into a Flemish militiaman. Unless you mean the Spanish with supremacy, which turns their villagers into ridiculous, look at the Frankenstein monsters with 80 HP, 9 attack, and 3-4 armor, which is camel level armor. Oh, Hafnitsa's not a fight you want to take. Ouch. That is a bad, bad trade for Barles. Corey, what would a Spanish regional knight be called? Ooh, a Don Quixote? He screams supplies when that upgrade gets research. That's like me in murder holes. I get so excited and giddy when players research murder holes. And here comes the Turk. He's an Imperial. Not quite fully upgraded. Still need one more armor upgrade on these Janissaries. But together with the Pole meat shield, they are carving a path through here. Very cocky placement for towers for our Bohemian and our Portuguese. Now, by the way, would be a fantastic time for our Portuguese to maybe try to get the, I don't know, the trade route of your opponent. Or rather, they would definitely not be called that. So a bit of a stalemate here as our Turk has shown up. Tell me he's got artillery. He does. 14 range bombard cannons. Shotel warriors. Oh my goodness. Against Mangudai. I don't expect a single one of these to even close on the Mangudai. Poor Shotel warriors. One gets converted. And immediately dies. Poor bastards. I love that they walled this off. And now it's like, okay, why don't we just attack into one avenue here then? Oh, Don Quixote wasn't kind of mad. He was a stark raving lunatic. Although a romantic one. So I guess it's all good. Okay, one of the 3 Mongol castles here has fallen. Our Celt doesn't have that much to defend, and now the Shotels are doing what they do best. Running in there, getting shit done, although he has to be careful not to onager his own units. Okay, onagers focusing on the villagers gives the Mangudai an opportunity. I love that he moved into the minimum range, but now there's way too few Mangudai. Maybe not. Fantastic micro here at Emodri. Wow, he is really sticking to that minimum range. Will he get one more? No. But that was a really cool move there to go into their 3-tile minimum range. Koreans get them all reduced to 1. Oh yeah, he had a very, very protracted argument with a windmill. There's a famous... When I was in Barcelona, I went to... along the Costa Brava, there's a Picasso museum, and he had a painting, a Don Quixote painting, that I took a picture of on my shitty old, back in 2005, digital camera with like 0.8 megapixels. And I've never been able to find it since, and I've always loved it. It's such a simple little hand-drawn Don Quixote and Sancho Panza. And it's, I don't know why, I just fell in love with it, but I've never been able to find it anywhere. Maybe I'll look for it. Maybe somebody on Etsy probably has it or something. Mariano Iglesias, saludos desde Argentina, bienvenido desde Canadá. Gracias por unirte. I think that's how you say it. Uh-oh. Look at the double fisting Shotel Warrior taking its aggression out on a pair of Mongol houses. Literally the most useless thing you can be doing against a civilization that has an upgrade called Nomads. No más inglés. Lo siento, John. No soy un hispanohablante. The Spanish lost against literal Stone Age tribesmen before the colonization of the Americas. Ori, are you talking about history, or are you talking about the game? When those Turkish archers were here in early feudal. Oh man, our Mongol feels supremely confident. He's taking on a castle, skirmisher, and onagers right now. Okay. That was an interesting move out of blue, whose fishing industry has been completely wrecked. There's no way that the Shotel Warriors got some of these traps. Did he also just delete his fishing industry? On the left, Team Southeast West rather is moving forward. Look at the army counts, identical. Villager population, identical. Wow. So Orange is done. His base has been taken over by an Ethiopian Bohemian conglomerate that has used it for a real estate boom, with more and more infrastructure going up. Our Mongols trying to hold the line. Our Celt, no Woad Raiders, no powerful units except a few siege onagers, but he is taking on very powerful siege on the other side of the map. Very unfortunate that our Celt has to go up against this kind of siege. Not only an onager with a bigger blast radius, but also a roided up, ooh, bombard cannon. Whoa. Chris, welcome. I don't know if we'll get to see Berbers today. If we do, I hope they win. Oh my god, that barracks is still here. Okay, all right, doesn't really matter. Valus's team takes it with the push up the guts on the left side of the map, and also the conquering of the Celtic base on the right side of the map. ¿Alguien está viendo las Olimpiadas? No. No me interesa las Olimpiadas. Me gusta mucho Age of Empires. Y solamente Age of Empires. All right. 51 Haufnitzas. Only 148 Winged Hussars. Did he get Lakitic Legacy? I can't imagine he didn't. Yeah, of course he did. Super fun upgrade. Super cool. By the way, our Bohemian made so many Haufnitzas and Hussite wagons, literally to the detriment of everything else. No third most unit. Just a basic intro scout. Scouting 101 with your introductory single scout. Looks like our Mongol sent the most tribute, our Turk received. And at the end of the day, our Turk, like I said, I don't think he really needed to abandon ship that much. 5 conversions, 61 buildings destroyed. Of course, you've got the frickin' Haufnitza with a 250 attack bonus against buildings. Valus with the Conquistador Paladin combo gets the most kills, not too far behind our Ethiopian, and everyone else trailing in the dust. And man, oh man, that was a fun first game. Bear with me. I will be loading the next one. John, you're a fan of the Winter Olympics. No curling. Curling can kill, man. Curling is a dangerous sport. Ooh, okay, so we've got... to just rename the teams real quick. All right. Well, if you thought you were going to watch Dave Hun playing as the Huns, no, now this time he is the Aztecs. In gray, in his pocket, he's got Ganji. Oh, I don't know why the game is paused. As the Chinese with the 3 extra villagers and the TC idle time. 2 houses being built for our Italian stallion in blue Mojari, and Cool Cat as the Byzantines. Where's Dave? Dave, oh my goodness. My brain immediately derped out when I said, where's Doc? We got the Byzantines in orange. On the other side of the world, we've got Barles playing as the Poles in purple. Osama as the Goths in teal in his pocket. Nolo as the Armenians, and Valis as the Burgundians. Yeah, David, I was looking for Doc, and then I don't know why I said Dave. No curlings, only sterlings. That's funny. That's like if you were to gamble on curling. So let's see, we've got the Aztec facing off against the Burgundian. Infantry versus cavalry. Gunpowder that does 25% more damage. Infantry that packs a punch. Skirmishers that pack a punch. Who's kidding who? And on this side of the map, we have the Pole taking on the Byzantine. So 2 spammy civilizations. Avenues of attack to the flanks are fairly simple. 1 and... I mean, I guess whatever you want to call this. 1? 1.5? But then there's this little alley here on the left side of the map with elephants, gold, a relic, a bunch of lions. For now, though, we've got action on the west. In the west. Oh, John, that's good. Have I been clear today? You hope they don't build towers, they would go crazy. We're about to find out. Okay, so thought there was going to be a bigger battle than that. 1 villager dies, and Cool Cat, what exactly are you doing with your 2 palisade walls? Let me guess, a gate is going to come up here now. What is happening? Oh, he walled them in, but now you can't get to this 1 palisade. That was an interesting move in theory. Corey, I've seen those. I like those, but yeah, I'm avoiding them for the game casting. Even though I think they're adorable, those little boxing gloves. I like to stick as much as I can to the OG with the very few exceptions that I have for visibility. So like the smaller trees, the smaller palisades, where's something under construction here? The building indicators. There's literally nothing under construction on the entire map that would have a building indicator on it right now. Okay, not microing the 1 villager is Cool Cat. I think, John, were you here when I was talking about how shitty the ISPs here in Canada are, where if you have a router, they won't even give you tech support? They're like, oh, sorry, we can only give you tech support if you deal directly through our modem. I'm like, well, I am dealing through your modem. It's going to my router, which is then sending it out more powerfully and better because your service sucks. But no, they refuse to help. Not very top cat for Cool Cat. Well, I think he saved the villager, no? Yeah, she survived with 10 HP, so luckily for him, he had Loom. Interesting location for elephants near this wonky lake. Sebastian, hello from Germany. I'm hoping to see some great shenanigans today, whatever this word exactly means. Well, welcome from Germany. Shenanigans, just things that are funny, silly, you don't see every day. I should probably know the definition of the word since I say it like 5 times every video. For some reason, Romania has the best internet in Europe, or second best. Interesting. All I know about internet is that Canada has quite possibly the worst internet I've seen or experienced in my life. Those elephants are literally, this is literally a watering hole for those elephants. They travel across the entire desert plains just to get there. Oh, Corey, that would be maybe for Age of Empires 1, which is a bit more antiquated. Like a saber-toothed tiger instead of a normal Bengal tiger. Radu, that's funny. Okay, Cool Cat and Barles are continuing to engage into one another. I'm not too sure that Cool Cat can cross this barrier. There's no purple. So he's got to turn around. There's a scout here all the way to the left with literally 2 HP. And now Cool Cat assigns one villager on chasing duty and the rest are on... Okay, never mind. Another one is on attack duty. He's going after the house, which has 258 HP. And not the paladin. Oh my god, the palisade. Now, you might be wondering why. Because palisades actually have armor, whereas houses in Dark Age have negative armor. So you actually kill them a little bit quicker. And then in Feudal, I think -2 becomes -1, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, Valis has snuck a villager into enemy Aztec lines here. Is our Aztec completely unaware of this? Look at, he's threading the darkness. Let's turn our radar on so we can see what the Aztec doesn't see. This is like, I should insert like a sonar sound from like a submarine, like that pinging. At the same time, though, our Aztec is moving forward. They do start the game with a little bit extra gold, so they can throw away a few of these militiamen if they want to. Not too sure that's a fantastic, great thing to do in Rage Forest, but it is what it is. As is a Pole villager who continues to be chased here by... I mean, at this point, you don't need the second villager, right? Take the weaker one off, get him collecting resources or something. And then this villager should be enough to take care of that one. Okay. What was the point of that house? Not too sure. We got to be careful, though. Got to be careful. You don't want to attract the lion. Is he going to? Of course he's going to. Crossover between AoE 1 and AoE 2 with 8 ages. Oh my god. Can you imagine? Super Jen. Glad you could join us. How goes? Thank you for starting the trend of cat pictures on Discord, by the way. I'm still looking for my old family cat who unfortunately passed away, but I need no excuse to post a picture of him. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Are they at the exact same HP? No. Looks like our Byzantine villager just a little bit ahead until the fire ship pops out. And like Sander Clegane, this villager is now deathly afraid of fire. Wow. Well, Sebastian, that is what I would call shenanigans. Siege Workshop here. Our Aztec is being very aggressive. How is he getting into here? Oh, he's completely in control of the western border of this base. Oh, that's not good. Ooh, okay. So I like what Valis is doing. No real urgency. You know, lay in wait. Oh, goodness. Scout moving forward. Let's see what's going on here, because I feel like this is turning into a nice 2v2 here in the 3 o'clock position of the map. We've got some Aztec archers supported by some Chinese scouts. The quick fingers of Valis keep them out of the base, but he's now lost control, at least temporarily, of 4 patches of gold. Doesn't really care. His primary gold's over here. Luckily for him, the Armenian is in the Castle Age, already a Scorpion, and already a wall-off up. One of your favorite games out of alpha? Is Of Alpha the name of the game? Nice, good luck. Well, what kind of game is that? I've never heard of Alpha. Also RTS? Okay, our Armenian has his villagers in this position. They are about to get got by these Chinese scouts, and the villagers get locked out. They get left out in the dark. Will Yellow realize it? Will he risk it? There's really only one relic in here. He is going warrior priests against light cavalry. Ooh, I don't know about that. Warrior priests do technically have monk armor, which means these guys deal decent amount of bonus damage against them. Fires are attacking the dock as some Italian siege begins moving forward in an Italian smush. I want to see these warrior priests hatchet their way through this army. Oh, okay, got it. Survival horror crafting is a popular genre. Every time I turn Twitch on, there's always at least 2 or 3 streamers who are playing these horror survival games. Okay. Ooh, bad pathing here. Bad pathing for Osama. One more poke. Oh, but the scout. Will you save him? Yeah. Okay. Decent so far. And look at what a teammate Osama is. We've seen Osama do this before, but he loses control of the Oliphants. No, that is so sour. We've seen Osama do that before. He is a fantastic wingman to have. All of the question I have. Okay, never mind. My apologies. I was looking at the wrong part of the map. Never mind. Fantastic attempt. Unfortunately for him, just right around the corner from the town center, he lost control of that elephant. You guys are coming in awfully close to this wall. And there is a market here that's forming part of the wall off, which was probably a nice stone savings for Barles initially, but now it's quite the liability. Derek, yeah, Saharan Rage Forest. Welcome to Rage Forest 5. I love it. You like... Oh, it's your niche. It's your niche. That's funny. Is it like actually... Like, are those horror survival games actually scary? Is it like an actual horror movie? Do you like actually get jump scared? Or is it more like... Because I hate horror. The closest I'll ever get to horror is like the Resident Evil games, and those are like just they're like horror for like little children. Chinese light cab move in. They're gonna try to snipe a villager or 2. Get one. Fantastic there. What are the upgrades on them? No upgrades whatsoever. About to have an armor upgrade. I think he realized it about when you dive bomb into your enemy's base underneath a town center and a fortified church. You may want some upgrades. I've seen, yeah, Starfield has been in alpha for quite a long time. There's some frightening aspect, mostly when you're being ambushed or see a large crowd of zombies running at you. Okay. I can't handle horror. There are some people who enjoy it, who get a rush or just, ouch. What a fantastic onager shot. Unfortunately, does kill a monk as well. There's no enjoyment in it for me to get scared. Now we've got some Aztec crossbow. Okay, I mean, look, if we're gonna go pole foot archers, I guess Aztec foot archers are not beyond the pale. Like, I've seen on Twitch some streamers playing those games, and they are quite scary sometimes. There was one jump scare, and I was like, oh shit, that really got me. I forget the game, though. These warrior priests need to be careful. They are... Why is our Aztec not sniping them? Oh, he went after the monk first. Now he's gonna get him. Converted Mangonel does die. Our Burgundian with an emergency castle here. Old school kind of guy. If you say alpha or beta, I'm not gonna buy. Yeah, fair enough. So our Italian busted his way through the market quite a while ago. Hasn't really made any inroads here. Our Goth has just shown up. Everyone is in Castle Age. Action is erupting a lot earlier than usual. It looks like our Aztec is the only one with the resources. Actually, maybe our Goth as well, to go up to Imperial. Uh-oh. And now we've got a raid of knights. But the villagers join in. Enough's enough. What little damage they can do, they're trying to do. And ultimately, the knight does fall. So was this Valus's patience here? Look at this. Have they seen this? They've seen one stable. They have not seen the second stable and the monastery. So beautiful patience out of our Burgundian here. Not to immediately reveal that and throw in a few, you know, scouts and archers from the feudal age and then get it wrecked. He was patient. He waited. And now instead he's got full-on knights. Oh, okay. Now attack. Now attack. Okay, now it's too late. Monk is gonna run away into the town center. Of course he is. But Team Northwest has busted in on both sides, but they're not really accomplishing very much so far, it looks like. Okay. Not accomplishing much there at all. Chris, I think at this point, Age of Empires is like a Chad release. Spooky's House of Jump Scares sounds like a video game I will never buy. By the way, I love these random run buys. I don't know how much they're actually accomplishing. 10 villager kills is a decent accomplishment. But now the knights are trapped. One of them will for sure die, I think. Yep. Actually, maybe more will die on the way out. No, villagers running in a bit too late. But they haven't really accomplished very much. Our Italian is still over here, finally pinging and saying, hey guys, there's some infrastructure behind enemy lines. Our Aztec Chinese combo lamed this gold about an hour ago. Still haven't accomplished much. But now, our Aztec, our Byzantine are in Imperial Age. And the last thing you want is to face an Imperial Age Byzantine who is doing what? Getting a single treb? Okay. I guess relying on the Italian for the muscle to protect it. Armenian castle going up. Are we gonna get to see composite bowmen? Oh, believe me, Radu, if anything has the word jump scare in the title, I am not playing it. Will he get the monk? Okay, he's going after this monk. Full faith. Gets it. Now he's going after the weaker monk. Beautiful get. Beautiful maneuvers out of both players. The Italian continues to press in our Goth. For all that he is an Imperial and the only one on his team on an Imperial for another 2.5 minutes. Where's the spam? Where's the Huskarl? Where's the champion? Finally getting a second castle, and one's already been up for a while. Where are the technologies? Where are the infantry units? And now even the Mangonel has to get the hell out of here. Cannot take on this many halbs. Arastic is making himself at home. Does he have a castle back at home? Absolutely not. So no Treb for him just yet. And in a second, with Modri and Ganji join Imperial Age, we're going to have a team that's all in Imperial Age versus a team where only one player is in Imperial Age. And I don't know about that. Well, let's see how it all works out. More and more knights from our Burgundian. Remember, their stable techs are cheaper. They do have access to Cavaliers in the Castle Age, so not too sure why Valis isn't going Cavaliers at the moment. Maybe he doesn't want to get them converted? I appreciate all the game recommendations. But at this time, I am a one-trick pony. Look at the halberdiers. Sometimes it's fun to see halberdiers swarm like this. They're not very strong. They wear little fancy outfits. But they are fun to watch when they attack in huge numbers. And now our Goth has brought how many? 4 Trebs. 68 halberdiers are here. Attack bonus against buildings, let's see. +4. They're trying to lame this location here for Valis, who finally pumps out a few light cavalry units and probably is going to call it quits over there since his entire base has been pretty much wiped out. He's escaped with 1 TC and a whole 5 villagers. Valis is basically dead. I mean, look at his score. Our Byzantine score is pretty shitty as well, which I don't understand. He hasn't really been pressed into for very long. And here come the Condottieri. Upgrades. +1, +2. Halberdiers. Fully upgraded for the Goths. We've got Treb Wars. Not 1, but 2 castles. Do I see Elite Chukanu? Are we transitioning into Chukis? Yeah, let's see it. Burgundian castle down. Okay, there's Ferders, there's champions. If one thing can save Team Southeast right now after Valis's base has been overrun, it might be 100 HP champions. There's rocketry for our Chinese. So these Chukanus are going to hit on a 14 on the first arrow, which is a ridiculous for a archer unit. I want to try horror, but don't really like horror. Oh, right. I have enough horror in my real life. I don't need to add it in my entertainment. By the way, there's a Jaguar warrior here with his decent attack bonus +10 against infantry. I'm just kidding. I just if I had time, I would try all these games. They all sound really good. Okay, stables are down. Monasteries under attack. Center of the map, not really much a-doing. Flanks are inflamed at the moment. Another Armenian castle. But now the Jaguars are out, and if anyone can take on 100 HP champions, it is Jaguar Warriors. Do they have Garland Wars? No, they don't even have Garland, let alone Garland Wars. So 10, 11, okay, well, they have Forging now. It looks like our Byzantine is about to get smashed by our Goth, who has begun adding in champions finally. Looks like all of his halberdiers died. What got all the kills? Was it Condottieri? Yeah, 44 kills. With castle support, they should make quick work of these champions, but never underestimate the Gothic spam. Lachitic legacy for our Pole yet again. Infantry wars, bombard cannons, where are you going? Condottieri have an attack bonus against you. Let's see how those champions are doing down south. There's only 16 of them left, so they're not doing very well at all. The Chukanus are absolutely racketing them, as Chukanus are wont to do. And yeah, he is almost fully upgraded, just needs the last armor upgrade. Oh man, is there anything more awesome than watching a Chukanu fire all those arrows? Treadball fires, Treadball misses by a mere centimeter. And here come the winged hussars. Have they cut through the forest somehow? No, okay, so they're just relying on run-bys. Barles has 50 villagers on food, which is good but not great if you want to start spamming those light cavalry units. Armenian castle denied at 60%. Ah, Chris, you lie. Why don't we see genitors? It's annoying. You almost never see them. Onagers for our Aztec. Chukanus in box formation, yeah. That was fun. Now they're going to wreck this Treb, but they're a little bit too close to this castle. It is racking up kill after kill after kill, but does Yellow really care? He's got 3 total Trebs here firing on this castle. Looks like our Italian has pushed this back. I mean, the Byzantines, in theory, have basically the perfect answer to this army in the cataphract. And yet, there's not a single Byzantine castle, and therefore no cataphracts. He's instead going halberdiers. Okay. Lachitic legacy working away in this Treb. Will he get it? Looks like he will. Yellow is pinging up here, wanting a path cut through the forest. I don't think that's anyone's priority right now. Vallis is continuing to expand. He's getting the wall upgrade, the fortified wall. Really? For this? I mean, you've got nothing here. Okay. If you say so. Okay, 2 militiamen. What are the upgrades on these winged hussars? Okay. Well upgraded. If Rome is in Italy, aren't the Italians and Romans the same civ? Then why are there 2 different civilizations? I think the way the developers explained it is that the Romans are the Western Roman Empire. I forget exactly what it was. There's some kind of explanation that the developers put forward as to why the more Renaissance appearing Italians are not the same as the Romans. Possibly somebody here who remembers the release will be able to help out, but I'm not 100% sure. Will he get the wall up in time? He does. This might be open though. Yeah, that was open for a hot second. So the pole turns around, runs away. I mean, I said this before. Cool Cat really hasn't been pressed into at all this game. And yet somehow he's at such a bad Except for that, of course, the initial beginning of the game where they all kind of waste their villagers. There's Silk Road for our Italian. Okay. The trade's about to get cooler for that team. One Chukanu is enough to lame this entire area. Might as well just put them on wood at this point. Oh, Val's is having his town centers lamed, but unfortunately for the Chinese and the Aztec, it's not really like he was using them that well anyway. Okay, okay, Hussars might be able to do a good job here. Where are they going? Where are they going for balls? Valis has GG'd. Everyone has GG'd except Osama. Oh, that's so sour for him. 366 halberdiers. 107. Really? This was the most trained unit? Not Aztec, not Chinese? It was the Condottieri from Modri? Interesting. Basically, Romans are not the ones from Rome. It's a leftover of the Roman Empire. The actual papal states are not in the game. And they freaking should be. Osama, the biggest donor. Barles, the biggest recipient. Really, not Valus. Looks like he gave to both. 9 conversions for our Byzantine, so he went into monk play, I guess. I'm really confused as to the Byzantines play this game. Our Italian, 556 kills. I guess that's what happens when you fight a bunch of Gothic halberdiers. Army high for our Goth, of course, 467. There's literally 80% of the Italians' kill count. It's just a bunch of trash units from the Goth. But like last game, one team just found themselves getting absolutely pressed into a little bit of a stalemate here when it really shouldn't have been. It really shouldn't have been. The lackluster military performance out of Cool Cat is what kept it at a stalemate. If he got his shit together, if he got a castle up and started pumping out cataphracts, because even the base model comes with a 9 attack bonus against infantry, and then obviously go up to Imperial, Logistica, all that good. Papal States, Lombards, Venetians. And with that, yelling at a Chris, I'm going to load the next game. Eventually, we will see like about 1,000 different civilizations, I think, in this game. So here's a question for the chat. What's going to happen first? 100 civilizations or unique skins for each civilization? Oh, I apologize. I hit that prematurely unless the teams are still the way they are. Okay, it's good enough. Let's see, Team Northwest. Valus is back as the Bulgarians this time. Fantasy as the Teutons, cool name for a player. Khmer Kamai for Ganji in teal. And on the other side, the Saracens by Nolo in red. So these are some pretty heavy hitting civilizations on Team North. Let's see what's facing off against them. Miguel as the Aztecs, also not a bad civ. Malians by Saps. In the other pocket, Cambridge as the Ethiopians. And kind of on his own here is Matt. I mean, very much on his own. Yikes, as the Huns. Okay. Huns against the Bulgarian Teuton combo. The Hatfields and the McCoys. I mean, eventually you'd like to think there would be a campaign along that line of some of history's craziest family rivalries and duels. I don't know. Hatfield and McCoys are American, right? I'm not sure that would maybe in Age of Empires 3. So let's see who's facing off against who, because this is a very long distance for both players to travel. Our Hun and our Bulgarian. Okay. Really good cheap siege upgrades against really shitty siege. Let's see how our Hun reacts again, especially since he's kind of on his own. This is a very long road to travel for our Ethiopian to support his teammate. On this side of the map, we've got 2 avenues of attack over here and a bit of a counter diagonal. And it's all up to the Hun What sucks when you're the Hun on the flank is that you can't build houses. So if you need a quick wall off, you're going to either have to rely on your palisade micro, which is just a 1x1 tile, or you're going to have to pay a few extra dollars to plop down a lumber camp, a mill, I don't know what. But you can't build houses. That kind of sucks for the Huns. On the right side of the map, we've got a bit of a 2v1 situation with our Saracen to the north, and then our Aztecs and our Malians to the south. Both are civilizations that I think the Saracen might struggle against. Super heavy monk infantry, heavy siege play versus heavy Farimba camel play. I mean, the Saracen weakness is pretty much camels. Unless they decide to go their own camels with extra HP. But I don't know. I would take Farimba over 25% extra HP. That might just be me. We'll see. They should implement a keyword system if they want to add more civilizations. Chris, what is a keyword system? And just like on the left side of the map, there are 2 avenues of attack. It looks like the one on the right has been declared a safety zone. The one on the left, some Malian villagers are trying to kill Saracen villagers. It looks like our Eagle Warrior has bitten the dust. And look at this. Nolo going full Howard Hughes. No way you're going to attack into this. Selecting them is becoming confusing, especially for a new player. So what, you would actually like type in Aztec instead of clicking the that yellow, green, gold shield? By the way, this area is safe. This area is safe. So really only fighting over the internal corridors. Basically, instead of seeing 60 to 50 civilizations, you can select Indian and it will show Indian civ that have siege elephants or mezzo. Oh, so you would like clump them into groups? Okay. So it'd be like a regional kind of thing. Ooh, scout is down. Our Ethiopian is trying to play around. Villager 19 HP, scout 16 HP. No armor for him. So he loses that battle with the 1 melee armor that the villager has. And especially with a Teutonic reinforcements, this is pretty much as good as it's going to get for the Teuton. With that scout. Extra armor, but still just a scout. Apparently your game is much scarier while watching AoE. If I knew you were doing that, I would have done random jump scares here. Age of Empire. Although Age of Empire horrors is a little different. Age of Empires horror would be 50 minutes into the game, you research Schlacht privileges and then run out of gold entirely. And have your gold lamed by your opponent. That's the horror version of Age of Empires. Or the Age of Empires version of horror. Decent pull so far at Nolo. Villager pops in, villager pops out. Okay, not the maybe cleanest of locations. Where does this cow think he's going? Moo yourself, young man. Did the villager die? Yeah, it looks like the villager did end up dying here for teal. Was it the Ethiopian scout? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, he added another kill. Now he's being chased by Valus, who will probably end up killing him. This part of the map has been secured by our Hun. Yeah, Valus takes the high ground, kills the scout. So western portion of the map is secured. Teal is pinging over here. Telling Fantasy what exactly? Don't mind me. I'm just building myself a house here so I can run away into it if I feel like it. Because I am the Kamai. Llego tarde a la transmisión. Good night, sir. Un poquito tarde, sí. But not terrible. Not terrible. How are you, Zygos? Looks like we're working with what? One lake apiece on this map? And right now the Ethiopian and the Bulgarian have taken it. Red is pinging right here, saying, hey, nana, nana, nana. I've got a whole bunch of resources and I only need one mining camp. Oh, that's so annoying. That is so annoying out of Nolo. Nolo, by the way, fantastic wall off here, all the way to the front of the Malian's base. So even if the Malian does attack him, which I expect he will, he's going to have plenty of time to wall off the remainder of this north-south corridor. He's already got kind of a wall off happening here with his villager protection gameplay earlier. And our Aztec said just, forget about it. I want nothing to do with this. Emiliano, bienvenido. Okay, okay, okay. Let's follow along on the Saracen journey as Valis acts as a nice teammate for a little bit, then moves back into the front lines. You just finished playing a very nice game. Your rival was an honorable player. Ooh, that's nice. We have a nice community. People on Reddit complain a lot about players not being very nice, but I mean, I don't play, but from my experience of watching games and watching streamers on Twitch, for example, pretty good community. Oh, look at them trying to save this one villager. Not terrible, right next to the mill. Little bit of a tiny bit of idle time. So he's gonna go full on with one boar. He's already taken 25% off of it, and then go straight to the other boar. Everyone is hitting Castle Age except a few players. Forward Siege Workshop assistance from Ganji here to help his Saracen friend out. And as I mentioned, Gray is very much on his own. And what is Purple going to do to help out? Cambridge is in Castle Age, getting Bowsaw, as is pretty much everybody in the game at the moment. No army, 2 extra TCs. So kind of relying on the Hun to just take care of himself here. And to be honest, not much to take care of, because no one's really aggressing yet. No infrastructure, extra town centers for our Teuton as well. Where are those cheaper Teutonic farms? I don't see a single Teutonic farm. Eating ravioli alla bolognese right now because I needed meat inside and outside my pasta. Oh man, I love bolognese. Almost as much as I love a villager getting stuck for like an hour without you realizing it, and then the game just derping out and not letting her drop off the wood. Supergen, do you have a count of how many zombies you killed? Okay, so everyone's kind of just booming economically, which tells me we're going to get to see some pretty fun Imperial Age battles right now. Literally, the only aggressive posturing on the map is from our Khmer, who has a single mangonel over here. Our Aztec pretty much defending himself with a blacksmith siege workshop. So 3 army count to 2. Oh, we've got an Aztec monk as well. He's going to go out to the villager. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, don't reopen it. Aside from that, boom, 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 boom. For all of the players, it seems like. Our Teuton finally getting up to 27 cheaper farms. Khmer. When you see a team has a Khmer player and they don't build a castle to add ballista elephants to cut through the forest in Castle Age, you know you're going to get to see some nice Imperial Age battles. Or at the very least, the likelihood of seeing nice Imperial Age battles goes up and up and up. Sanctity and redemption for our Aztec. So he is going to have, what, 55 HP once this completes? And he'll be able to shoo away this Khmer Mangonel. Here's still nothing. Here's still nothing. Okay. Ooh, good snipe there out of Ganji. Taking advantage of Miguel not really paying attention to the front lines because he's probably microing something back home. It kind of felt like Miguel was on autopilot to Nolo, or sorry, to Ganji. And so Ganji decides to pounce, but maybe moved in a little bit too close. Ooh, if only this monk was an Imperial and had block printing, maybe he could have gotten that Mangonel. But we are not there yet. Malian light cavalry moving forward. They're just waiting for this wall segment to go down. What is our Saracen doing to defend against this? Aww, that's adorable. I mean, battle elephants for the Khmer do move faster. So maybe it'll reach the front lines in time to save this Mangonel. I highly doubt it. Good attack round there out of Ganji. Where is the army to save the day? Oh, it's going after the monk. In the middle of all this, Miguel is teefing relics. Oh no, doesn't get a single conversion. That was very sour. What a beautiful victory there for our Khmer, who loses only a single scout, which for them and their weirdo farm placement is basically free. I don't know where this guy thinks he's going. Not with monks on the field. Turn your ass around. Supergen, let us know when it gets to like the tens of thousands. Okay. Siege Workshop is under attack. Let's see what's going on the map. Nothing. Nothing. Whole bunch of nothing. And a little bit of something. Another Aztec monk bites the dust. He's got 3 more. He's getting wheelbarrow as well. Up to 64 villagers, the second lowest on his team. Some Malian cavalry slash camels are here. Will you get a conversion? Might get a conversion here. Nope. Aztec says not on my watch. And here we go. Camels against an elephant. Ouch. Did he get a single unit? No, he didn't. Ouch. What's the attack bonus on elephant for a camel? No extra attack bonus against elephants. Okay, so just the usual 9 against cavalry. Brian, welcome. Not to be that guy, but how's an old man in a room convince an elephant to turn on their former allies? you think... Now, here's a question. The conversion, is it carrot or stick? Does he entice the elephant with the dream of special rewards if you convert to my team? Or does he show him a bunch of mice and say, if you don't convert, I'm going to shove these mice into your face? Is it the carrot or the stick? Is it conversion by persuasion or conversion by, I guess, whatever the hell the stick would be, by aggression, by negative things? Okay, arms race is building here. Bulgarian is going up to 4 freaking siege workshops. Not a surprise with their cheaper food upgrade costs. Looks like our Ethiopian is adding a few of them himself, and I'm hoping slash assuming a castle at some point. Our Malian continues to move units this way. Might want to add maybe a few stables over here if he really wants to press. Oh no, our Khmer is going knights against Malian camels. And it looks like almost everyone's going to be an Imperial in the next few minutes. Oh, you like the survival aspect more than the actual zombie slaying? Fair enough. There were some missions I remember in Resident Evil that were zombie slaying style missions where it was like you have to survive for 10 minutes. You have to kill all of them. And I always ran out of like grenades and healing herbs and everything else. Yeah, that's what happens when you go cavalry against camels, by the way, Mr. Ganji. And cavalry without iron casting bloodlines or chain barding armor, which is just finished right now. Now, what you do have is a teammate that has some pretty powerful camels of his own, but he's going Mamelukes. Paladins for our Teuton. Where are the stables? Okay. So they're in kind of a middle location. Could reinforce either side. Teuton Paladin is absolutely amazing. Has extra melee armor. But man, are they slow. Lacking husbandry on your cavalry units is really, really annoying. Has, oh, my apologies. Has Valus seen? No, now he's going to see that this is walled in as he loses one of his onagers. Maybe a second? Nope. Oh, yeah, okay, now he's building stables. 6 stables. No, sorry, 2 forward. Okay, our Hun wants markets and he wants them now. Our Khmer has begun adding cavaliers of his own. There is torsion engines. There is heavy camel rider and paladin for our Hun. Our Aztecs and Imperial. I'm curious if he's going to double down on monk play. He's 0 conversions is not a great stat to see. And big surprise, our Bulgarian with the ridiculous quantity of siege onagers and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 paladins. Paladin power activated, but you are slow as shit, paladins. Be careful. These are torsion engine onagers, but they're actually just onagers now. Oh. Ouch. So really a fantastic situation developing here on the left side of the map. Chris, I wonder if it's the zombie element or the, like Jen is saying, the survival element, because for me the funnest part was killing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of units. Francisco, Hun Paladin. It will lose in one-on-one to the Teuton Paladin, unless the Teuton Paladin takes a whole bunch of siege onager shots in the face. Oh, he is really going after those siege onagers as our Ethiopian. And our Teuton is letting it happen. We've got an arms race on this side of the map. Oh no, not Mamelukes. Oh, you know what? To be fair, they are elite. Actually, no, my apologies. Their attack bonus is only against other Mamelukes. 1 Aztec castle is down. Still 0 conversions. Now 13 Aztec monks. Runs them right into the castle. He's going after the bombard cannons, our Aztec. What's the HP on the monks now? 75. This is going to go very badly. This is going to go Actually, maybe not. There is no Farimba for our Malian just yet. Will they finally get their first conversion? It looks like they did. They got 2. Oh no. This is going to be one of those annoying situations where every time I pivot from one side to the other, there's going to be a lot of death happening, and I'm just going to feel like an absolute jackass for missing it. Oh, the Mameluke is getting converted. Why are you converting the Mameluke? It's literally the weaker of the 2 units. Bon appetit. It really is better siege onager versus better paladin on that side. Oh yeah. Well, for now. Actually, no. Never mind. My apologies. Yeah, he's gotten the Siege Onager upgrade as our Ethiopian. And by the way, our Teuton, our Rootin' Teuton has disappeared. As have the Bulgarian Siege. And this is what I'm talking about. You pivot for just a second from one side of the map, and all of a sudden, you just lose focus on a huge battle. 6 conversions, still not great. And finally, our Khmer begins adding in some halberdiers to soak up some of this damage. Our Saracen needs to add some siege, or he needs to add some camels of his own. He's got a window here because Saps still does not have Farimba. And so they are not a very hard-hitting camel. You also a huge fan of Resident Evil 5 mercenary mode? Yeah, it's a popular genre, the me versus a never-ending horde of units I can kill. Kind of like this game. Trebs are running away. One does fall to the glorified pikemen. Army counts very similar. Civilian population very similar. Monk count is at what now? 8 with 2 conversions. Our Bulgarian has abandoned the siege route. He does have 2 onagers trading. Where from? Right here, I'm assuming. Yeah. Let's see the maneuvering. Oh, the Teuton is trying to do a reach around to get into these bombard cannon lines. Okay, okay. Everyone's got paladins, everyone got halberdiers. One side has bombard cannons and onagers, one side has onagers and a castle on the high ground. Oh, the Hun closes in. This is what the Teuton was trying to do. Except the Hun managed to do it much better because they actually have husbandry. Another Bulgarian onager falls. But on this side, the Malian has collapsed. The Aztec has basically built nothing but monks, and they have not done the job that they needed to. Pikemen are at a +2. Oh, why are you getting blast furnace? Probably get Garland Wars first. Maybe you want to prioritize. Look at Miguel's resources. Oh, he can't get blast. He can't get Garland Wars. He doesn't have a castle. Oh. Our Aztec is without a castle. That is very sour. But to be fair, he is facing off against Cavaliers and not Paladins, so castle may not necessarily be necessary. Trade route is now in jeopardy. Approximately a Krepost. I like the use of the Krepost, but the castle is down on the hill. In comes our Hun, who says, nice location. I'll take it. Our Bulgarian also loses control of the 2 relics he had here. And now our Teuton retreats into his settlement. Melee armor of 7 is ridiculous, but halberdiers don't care about your armor at all. Our Hun needs to add in, rather our Teuton needs to add in some hand cannoneers maybe. This is a big press by Team Northwest on the east side of the map. He is losing a lot of Mamelukes, though. I'm curious to see what the conversion count is at the end of the day for our Aztec. Holy shnikes, how many villagers? 21 villagers repairing. Stone count is 500 and falling fast. Gebetos need to move out of here, and they need to start sniping these bombard cannons. 20 kills for 11 of them. What are the upgrades? Just basic +2, +1. Oh no, a slaughter of Bulgarian villagers here as our Hun catches out a group of innocent civilians. And our Teuton is being pressed back. He has held. Looks like he lost a few of his paladins here to some Hunnic paladins. On the whole, he's got 23 paladins, which is not a great number. Not against halberdiers. He needs to add. You know what would be fantastic here for our Teuton? The Teutonic Knight. The Teutonic Knight would absolutely shred everything here. There's not a single unit that I can see on the field except the castle, which is not a unit. There is nothing here that the Hun and Ethiopian have that can contest the Teutonic Knight. Please tell me that Fantasy is going to switch into TKs. Saracen is going after the monk. He got a whole bunch of them. Holy moly. And now he's taking on Malian Light Cav, which is pretty much what a Mameluke loves to do. And look at the kill count. 80 kills on 25 Mamelukes. 3 kills apiece. And he's brought a whole bunch of villagers, okay? So he brought, this is like take your villagers to work day for our Saracen, who does have 1,200 stone. So I'm assuming they're there to build a castle. Oh yeah, who doesn't love to see Paladin Wars? Get out of here, stupid halberdiers. We want to see Paladin on Paladin violence. One side with the armor, one side with the castle to support. Looks like our Teuton took it. Trade has been rerouted. Now that Valus, for the second time tonight, has had his base overrun. How fast does a Teutonic Knight go? He does not go very fast at all. I think 0.88 tiles, if I'm not mistaken, with squires. Oh, speaking of. No, it's for pikes. It's for halberdiers. It's for spearmen. Oh, I got so excited. I got so excited. Yeah, 0.8 and then the squires upgrade. Oh, I was so excited, and I just couldn't hide it. Come on, come on, let's see Teutonic Knights. Oh no, trade gets rerouted a second time, even further in. And our Teuton just doesn't have the numbers here. Valus has collapsed. He's not really providing much support beyond a few halberdiers here. What is this? Autolot for our Aztec. How many archery ranges does he have? Okay, he's just building now. 3. He does not have, he barely has any upgrades. Skirmishers are so bad against Mamelukes. They have no bonus attack against them, and the Mameluke has some pretty chunky HP. Go after the light cav, go after the light cav. Still no Farimba, he says as he looks at the top right of his screen, just in time to see Farimba. Forever underused. They would absolutely slaughter everything here. Like, actually everything. Slow as they are. Even without upgrades, they would slaughter. Somehow Team Southeast is only ahead about 30 army count. Trade, low as it is still running. Okay. So Cambridge and Matt have pushed their way into the 10 o'clock position. Ganji and Nolo have pushed themselves into the 4 o'clock position. And we have ourselves... This is exactly what I was hoping we would have when I said everyone looks like they're building up Imperial Age armies. 17 villagers in here are going to add a good number of arrows. It also looks like Nolo got murder holes, which I will forever love. Ooh, you know what? Let's see the Gebeto take on the Mameluke. The Gebeto is technically a little stronger. Does have more melee armor. More range. But a third of the HP. Bye-bye, Aztec Pikemen. Not too sure why I sang that. I apologize. 22 gold. Oh, I guess that's better than nothing. Yeah, our Teuton has collapsed. Our Saracen push seems like it's stalling, and of course he's building a wall. So yeah, that's the indication that things are not going that well for Nolo and Ganji here. And yeah, here we go, Gabetos. Again, skirmishers, probably not going to do very much. 8 attack with Outlawed against 4 armor. 4 damage to a unit with 133 HP, and he's in a castle firing zone, which means none of these guys are making it home for dinner. Oh no, never mind, this one lucky bastard. He lived to tell the tale. Never apologize for singing until I sing. Then you'll beg me to apologize. So Farimba Camels should do a good job. If I can actually click one that's alive. 14 attack plus another 18 against cavalry. A little bit less, 9 against camel units, which technically the Mameluke is a camel unit. And the Mameluke, by the way, does no bonus damage against camel units. Oh, now Ganji is adding in some of those lightning fast trained Khmer. How many farms does he have? Hussars. You gotta love the Khmer and all their random farms in the middle of everywhere. The minimap is lighting on fire. Let's see what exactly is happening. It looks like Hunnic Paladins are on cleanup duty. Holy moly. 29 villager kills, 30. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Looks like the Hun is chasing the trade route, but chases it right into a Saracen castle. Speaking of, Saracen castle in the forward position here has fallen. Alright, fair enough. Does the Mameluke do extra damage versus ships? I don't think so. No, no ship bonus. And now another Saracen castle is going to fall. This is way too many trebs, way too few villagers. And Nolo has way too little stone. What is all this purple? Okay, so we are rerouting trade. Oh yeah, this is going to be a nice juicy... Only 104? Really? Maybe that's the old gold amount that's being brought forward. And the Saracens are on the retreat. They pressed in, but they couldn't finish the Aztec off. That being said, things are not exactly 100% hunky-dory here on the western side of the map as well. As our Ethiopian is now getting a castle, although that's probably the nail in the coffin on this side. Okay, he has managed to stop the castle. And now the halberdiers are tinkling away at it. Oh, Valis has GG'd. Nolo has GG'd. Ganji in fantasy tap out. Nice. I'm glad I could bring people together through their shared love of stepbrothers and metal. Let's see who gave what to who. Our Ethiopian, the biggest donor. Our Malian, the biggest recipient. Well, there's your Farimba. Only 31 conversions for our Aztec. Really? That does not seem very high for so many Aztec. And by the way, I'm just seeing the Eagle Warrior up here. Did Miguel end the game with Eagle Warriors? What? Okay, it looks like they were just en route to the battle. Okay, he finally did get Garland Wars. Oh yeah, look at this trash army. This is a trash army extraordinaire. A third of their army count is right there in that one little block. Biggest killer this game was the Hun with those paladins. The Saracen not too far behind with 633. And our Teuton, ouch, only 300 kills. Again, this was a prime opportunity to show up with a few Teutonic Knights. By the time your opponent reacted fine, of course, there will always be people who say, well, if you show up with TKs, well, they can then pivot into hand cannoneers and blah, blah, blah. Or they can do this or they can do that. But by the time your opponent does that, you'll have regained a little bit of ground, maybe taken down a castle or two, secured your trade route. There still is nothing here really that can take on Teutonic Knights. At best, the Arbalesters with enough stutter stepping can, but this definitely can't. And by the way, what a cool army here of 40 paladins for the Huns. All right. Let's watch one more. And then we will call it an evening. Let me just name the teams. Oh no, it did this annoying thing where it removed players' names. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me for 1 second. I have to play, nope. Got the wrong. Oh my goodness. Okay. Who is purple? Cool Cat 23. Sorry, everybody. Valis, Modry, and so I'm just missing one. Who is the player in red? Cambridge. Okay. Man, it's so weird how that does that sometimes. All right, so. Oh no, the team name Stack. Okay. Track, not Stack. I don't know why I said Stack. All right. One of the very reasons I would like to see Lombards in the game, that they had undoubtedly the best armors and heaviest infantry. Teutonic Knight were plebs. Really? I mean, calling a Teutonic Knight a pleb is a very big flex. All right, let's see who the players are for Team Northwest. Modry in blue as the Huns. Valis in his pocket as the Celts. In the other pocket, Cambridge as the Saracens. What is this, a repeat of last game? Meme Lukeson as the Spanish in green. On the other side, Dratek as the Vietnamese. Far away as his pocket. Cool Cat as the Teutons. Matt as the Persians. And last but not least, Ganji, this time as the Chinese. So the Chinese are facing off against the Huns in a very odd... Oh my goodness. Did he steal? Did Modry steal 2 of Ganji's sheep? It kind of looks like it. Or maybe not. Maybe not. No, these are ibex. Yeah, I think he stole 2 of his sheep. That is hilarious. So Modry already with the moves. He stole 2 sheep and he walled this off in a way that he can go after this lake, which is annoyingly placed in the forward position. Our Chinese in yellow needs to decide where to wall off first. Does he want to wall off this alley or does he want to... Oh, okay. I guess he doesn't want to take the water, and maybe he suspects that Ganji is going to land some kind of units against him. And to the south, we've got the Spanish taking on the Vietnamese. Okay. We've seen conquistadors underperform against cavalry archers, and when cavalry archers have 20% more HP and the elephants have 100 more HP, it might be difficult. But in any event, look. I mean, if you're going to try to chop this down, might as well send the second villager too, no? Otherwise, you're going to do it in half the time that you can, or rather twice the amount of time that you can. What the even hell is this key-shaped lake? That is very sour. A couple of very ugly lakes on this map. Really ugly lakes. Ouch. All right. Snow leopard down. Ooh, our Chinese is busted in. And now what's the name of the game here for Ganji? Is this a daring rescue operation to retrieve the sheep? Oh, and he's blocking the path here. He does not want to get blocked out of his own base. Oh, but he will. He will. Blue, wake up. And now 2 Chinese villagers, 4 Chinese villagers are stuck behind enemy lines. He loses a scout as well. Things are going real pear-shaped here for Ganji. AC Dragon Rider. Welcome, welcome. So peace on the western shores. The north, not quite as peaceful. Looks like yellow has busted in here. Now what started off as a sheep rescue operation is a villager rescue operation. What the even hell do we have here? 9 villagers to 7, but there's also a Celtic scout, and 7's about to become 8. And they're stuck yet again behind enemy lines. These Chinese villagers. Okay, they have gotten a kill, but suffered a kill as well. Now our Hunnic scout is here. 7 villagers to 6, unless you add these 3. Oh, and even more villagers are being brought forward. Where do you attack into here? This is so annoying. This has to be microed so carefully, which distracts you. I was gonna say from your economy, but realistically, when 8 of your 19 villagers are here, what economy do you actually have? Who's kidding who? I love that yellow says, you know what, I'm just gonna wall this guy in. Stay safe here. Same time, our Spaniard looks like he's trying to bust in. He caught the little cheeky tree cutting, and he's dealing with it now. Okay. Hey, Blue, fight back. So are there any Chinese villagers still behind enemy lines? There are. Or rather, there is. And the scout won't see this. Neither will the villagers. Ooh. Now the question is, will Ganji have patience? And he's distracting him even more, is Ganji. He does not want Mojri exploring this part of the map. Will Ganji have patience? Will he do what Valis did the other game, where he waited until Castle Age? Or will he just get too antsy in the pantsy? There's historical text of Milanese infantry shrugging off crossbow bolts and hand cannon bullets. Oh, damn. Chris, you had me at bludgeoning people. Hero villager now build a tower. No, he's building a barracks, which I think Modri just saw. No, he's revealed himself. Man, did Valis play fantastically in game number 1 where he hid those villagers. Or was it game number 2? And just left those 2 stables and monastery there. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. Saves the day, does this one half-dead villager who's gonna die. Oh, no. Man, it just goes to show you all of the micro, all of the stress, all of the craziness that goes into these early stage gaming decisions and skills and all of it. Our Chinese continues to try to bust into here. He's got a Persian scout this time to support, but scout's basically dead. Modri and Ganji are the last 2, of course, left in Dark Age. Spanish tower up after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers of defense. But this one has been breached. These ones have been breached. Oh, they're going for stone walls. Chinese militia is behind enemy lines. Another barracks. This is going to set Ganji back a lot of wood, and all this wood that he needs to chop means that back home he does not have the economy to do anything else. What does he have here? 21 villagers. Pulls as many boars as he can. Once he harvests this meat, should be enough to carry him into basically halfway through Castle Age. Through to Castle Age, my apologies. Stonewall is up. Let's see how the Chinese barracks play is going, by the way. It is not going great at all. It is getting aimed. In your face, says Blue. Although, to be fair, Ganji has left himself a lot of avenues here to attack from and to ungarrison units into. I can't believe 15 minutes into the game, we're still fighting over a couple of palisades. When you know in like 7 or 8 minutes, there's going to be mangonels that just wreck this entire infrastructure in a matter of minutes. Looks like our Saracen is bringing, by the way, that infrastructure forward to help the Spaniard. Ooh, Spanish Saracen combo is going to hit like a ton of bricks. Modri's being so annoying. Whatever palisade you destroy, I'm just going to pop 3 more behind it. And there are no range units. This guy brought us some wood to the party. How much wood are these guys carrying? This is 41 wood that they haven't dropped off yet. Ugh. That's a house and a half. Ganji is... He's housed. There you go. Those are villagers that could have dropped off that wood. 2 houses for him. Is he close to heading up? No, 486 wood. Food, rather. And now he hits it. Now he clicks up, I think. Yeah, he clicks up after this villager. What about Modri? No, Modri is very much in Dark Age. He is very much stuck in Dark Age, our Hun. 29 food. Valis has had to come forward with that siege workshop barracks. At least Modri is getting the dock up and running. Even though where he's getting the wood for the dock, I have no clue. Oh, I said in 7-8 minutes the mangonels are going to come out. I was wrong by about 4 or 5 minutes. They're already here. And now they're just going to start running amok. Then they're going to run into these mangonels. Both players are going to fight for a little bit, disengage. And then head up to the next stages. Spanish castle looks like it's going down. Spanish castle always seems to be the first castle to go down. Saracen siege. Laying waste to these Vietnamese wall segments, which are being rebuilt in earnest. Good mangonel hits there, but he's going to lose the mango. A kill for a kill. Chinese mangonel does go down. How are these barracks doing, by the way? Are they researching anything with those cheaper techs? Are they going to actually do anything? Doesn't really look like it. Still 3 Saracen siege units. Still Spanish castle being constructed. Still nothing happening. Now, this might be a good situation where you might want to build a mill. I don't know what the right answer is in the debate of decay versus 3 boars, but definitely when there's 6 boars, who needs to pull any of this? Bring your gold miners over, build a mill, kill the boars, mine the gold, get the relic, get the power, get the GG, go show off to your friends and family, and Bob's your uncle. Modrian is such a bad state that he's still taking berries, the slowest form of food gathering in the game. How's his fishing industry looking? Oh my god, he's gonna get he's gonna get lame, or at least attempt lame. Fishing ship, no military response yet. Oh my god, and again he's hoping, Ganji is hoping that Modri isn't paying attention. Okay, I mean, you went from the safety of your dock, which you could always train a naval unit to defend you, to the non-safety of this, but with a mangonel coming forward. It misses. There's no way Ganji saw that mangonel, right? Yeah, there's no way he saw that mangonel. That was just a lucky move out for him. But end of the road, bud. End of the road. And we'll give a bit of a moment of silence for this hero who has built 2 barracks behind enemy lines, a dock behind enemy lines. Ooh. These are some juicy clumps of fishing ships still here. And in a second, this demo's... or the fire galley's gonna get evicted and the demo's gonna come out right after. Where's it gonna go? Go in the middle, go in the middle. Where are you going? Where are you going? Not after the pikemen. Why after the pikemen? Okay. Our Persian mangonel dies. Immediately after that, our Celtic mangonel dies as well. Some Chinese archers have been let loose, and Ganji is heading up to Castle Age. Modri somehow has 500 food. Must be all those fishing ships that Ganji left. Oh, that's kind of gross. I'm surprised Modri has 900 wood. He just sold 700 of it? No, never mind. Why did I think that disappeared? He definitely needs to put up some fishing traps. Our Saracen continues working his way through this Cretan labyrinth. I mean, what the hell is Modri doing with 1,100 wood? It's got to be for fishing traps, right? He bought food, he sold wood, and now he's clicking up to Castle Age. Okay. Okay. These are all idle. Are they idle? It looks like some of them are building fishing traps. Yeah. Okay, so he's trapping them fish. Eating some of that Atlantic salmon. But the Chinese pushes here. Archers are now crossbows. Berries have not been fully taken. Still 54 little tiny fruit on that branch. But the Celtic position is basically done. But to be fair, mission accomplished by the Celt. He's helped his teammate get up to the Castle Age. He's helped him wall off parts of his base. There's a little bit of a welcoming area here for the Chinese Persian army, but that's about it. Let's see what our Spaniard is doing. Petards. Immediately petards, immediately conquistadors always. And now will they try to snipe the monks? There's rattan archers here. Even a rattan archer will do well against conquistadors when fully upgraded with their 10 pierce armor. Even now, 4 pierce armor against a 16 attack dulls it to a 12. And the rattan is not exactly a lightweight, 40 HP. So you still need 4 conquistadors to one-shot a rattan archer. And that's without any upgrades at all, any armor upgrades. It looks like first to Imperial will be our Saracen to the north, our Teuton to the south. And I hope against all hope that we get to see some Teutonic Knights this game. It looks like the Saracen siege has been positioned to the north here. So we are in a full-on Mango War mode right now. Naga, good morning. Glad to catch you live. How are you? Two snow leopards attacking these Saracen villagers. Where are you going? Oh, he sent him to die. He sent him to die. He's on such an important mission that he couldn't stop these other villagers to help this guy out. And so he sends him off into the wilderness to die, like that one penguin in the Werner Herzog documentary. That is one of the cutest and saddest things you'll ever see. Nice, I'm glad you're doing well. Thanks for joining. Right as things start heating up here at the 30-minute mark, 2 players are in Imperial. It looks like Matt and Dratek will be joining in a second. Actually, speaking of a second, our Celt is going to be joining in a second. What's our Celt going to do? For now, adding another town center is our Hun. Nothing out of the castle just yet. Army counts for Team Southeast basically triple. Maybe let's say double and a half. Monks are getting gunned down, but man, oh man, do the Conquistadors fire slowly. 3-second delay, which means they get converted right quick. And now Teutonic Trebs are shelling away at the castle, okay? So that castle you kind of expected to fall. Our Saracen, by the way, really making himself at home here with a whole bunch of infrastructure. How many siege workshops is this? 3 siege workshops, 2 stables, 6 archery rangers. So we're seeing hand cannoneers. Really? Ooh, I feel like a pure hand cannoneer army never does well. They're powerful. They pack a punch, but they fire so slowly. That being said, they are taking on a archer force and pikemen, so we'll see how well that does. Tarkans are en route as well. Okay. They can cause some damage here if left alone. By the way, Chinese barracks is still here. This one and this one. I wonder if Ganji remembers that he even built these. His crossbowmen have died. I don't know what killed them. The onagers, 5 kills, or the castle, 1 kill. Town center, 3 kills. So this barracks is eventually going to fall. 8974. HP fallen, fallen, fallen. Okay, Teutonic Pike are on parade. He's going up to Siege Onager as our Teuton. Does he have Ironclad? I can't even click fast enough before that Onager dies. And oh my goodness! We do have a Teutonic Knight. From where? From here? Okay. Let's see him. He is housed at the moment, is Cool Cat. At the same time, we've got Vur Celtica for Valus as he injects a little bit of steroids into the butt of his siege units. I love using hand cannoneers, but always have them move in formation with an equal contingent of pikes or champs or pikes. Yeah, it's... like I said, on their own, they're always very lackluster. They pack a punch. They can destroy infantry like nobody's business. But if a quicker moving unit like cavalry can close in, oh my god. Oh my god. Where are you going? Okay. Yeah, because they fire so slow, they'll get 2 shots off at you, and then you've closed in, and then they're dead. With their 40 HP and 0 armor. Yeah, this is the Leonidas Teutonic Knight. To be fair, look at how much damage he's doing to this wall segment. He might actually break in. This is hilarious. They're not even responding. They don't even know what to do in the face of such insanity. They're like, is this guy for real? Like, hey, Bill, check the radar. There seems to be a Teutonic Knight attacking our wall. What do we do here? And then his teammate's like, no, it's got to be a joke, right? Rattans are in. Looks like they busted through the forest. What are the upgrades now? Second fastest moving archer in the game after the plumed. Oh, and look at that Pierce armor. Oh, you gotta love it. This is Gulam level Pierce armor, and at peak, they are Huskarl level armor. Darkins are trying to break in here, but oh, look at this wall off by Ganji. Our Persian is trying to get some kind of damage done here. Does get one. Why are you running away? One more shot before you die. Creepiest unit in the game, by the way, is the Tarkin. No attack sound. Just a whooshing sound. Okay, I mean, you were almost done killing this. Why did you stop? Oh, you stopped because you want to rear end this army, but you are only 3 men. Athos, Porthos, and Aramis here. And they're dead. Okay. Let's check in on our boy. what do you do here? What do you do here? against such insanity. Something fighting in the shade. I'm keeping tabs not on the Teutonic Knight. I'm keeping tabs on the wall. So the HP now is at 500. And red is busy. Red is very busy here. But our Spaniard, a contingent of paladins, they move forward. Gonna get that Vietnamese Treb now going after the BBCs. Runs into a few Teutonic units. Ironclad, still no Ironclad. Wall segment is at 282. Oh my goodness, Chinese Cavaliers have somehow made their way into the rear of that base. Let me click that wall segment. We're at 160. It looks like he's attacking the relic. A militia for our Teuton. On the one hand, he's got the Teutonic Knight. On the other, he's got a militiaman, which together with a halb do save. So what's the game plan for this guy? Okay, you get the wall segment, then what? No, now you're just showing off. Now you're just showboating. Bombard towers for our Chinese. Counterweights for our Saracen. 15% extra attack on these onagers now. How many bombard cannons does he have? 3 bombard cannons. One of them needs to be repaired very badly. It has literally 1 HP. Rattan archer still missing the last armor upgrade. More Teuton halbs getting more Saracen light cavalry units. Why are these Trebs so hesitant to engage? You've got your own siege here. You got the Rattans. No, don't stop. Not in parade formation. That could have been very bad for our Teuton. And you've got 2 castles here. What are you? Oh, you must be afraid of these Spanish paladins. Okay. Wall segment down to 1250. My goodness, I got excited when I saw that Teutonic Knight. Now, I don't know that necessarily this is what you want to do with Tarkans. They don't really have any human attack bonuses. It's mostly buildings and castles and defense and walls and gates. I'm not sure you want to run them straight into an army of hand cannoneers. I'm also not sure you really need to retreat here with your hand cannoneers. You do have a huge amount of bombard cannons. 14 kills on these 8. Okay, he unfurls the Trebs. Onagers are moving forward. This is gonna be so bad. 4 Trebs in the blink of an eye, and the Spanish finishes off the last 2. No! What happened to the hero Teutonic Knight? Raptor Hacker, 1 week without internet. You must be the happiest you've ever been. The most relaxed you've ever been. Rattan, tell me you're finally fully upgraded. Yeah, you are. Look at that pierce armor of a 10. Even a skirmisher is gonna have some trouble dealing with this guy. Yeah, Naga, I thought he was gonna take down the entire section here. But no, it looks like he did finally die. And now the last thing you want to be doing with halbs is chasing the quicker moving light cab, but that's exactly what's happening. I love this set of gates from our Chinese, who now introduces cannon galleons and towers. Bombard. You might want to stop this though. This is a juicy gold collecting operation. Yellow and purple are pinging over here. Why? Do they want more wall-offs or fewer? Do they want to delete these? Or do they want more of it? Now we've got Ironclad for our Teuton Siege, which should protect it against Paladins a lot better. Let's see how hard it is for a cavalry unit to take these units. Look at how little damage the light cavalry does to a Teutonic Siege onager. Brilliant. I love that upgrade. Damn. David, we've got some compliments here. You think you got taken out by the castle? It does have 5 kills. He could be one of those kills. Our Spaniard, by the way, some reason with 24 trade carts or whatever is going into light cavalry. And we're getting to see hussars as well out of our Hun. Bit of a rear end here against the Chinese farming community and the stone mining. What is this, by the way? What are these 2 stacked Persian villagers doing here? Okay, stalemate to the east. This is a lot of siege onagers. Celtic siege onagers. Without Furor Celtica. But they still fire 25% faster. So there's always that. Teuton siege taking on Saracen siege with counterweights. All your melee armor isn't going to help you there. Calibers are slowly getting worked at here by the skirmishers, which comes with a decent attack bonus now against spearmen. +4. Four Trebs versus 2, now versus 1. Who will survive? One more ball and the Teuton Treb falls with its 5 freaking melee armor. Down it goes. Oh, and he's trying to close in on the Chinese is trying to close in on the siege, but a bunch of Hunnic hussars save the day. Brilliant body blocking there at Modri. And now he says, you know what, I'm just gonna go around. There's really no point in me to engage into these towers. Even though with the siege onagers, he could probably one-shot these towers, right? Or no, they're on the high ground, and he's not using all of his onagers. What he is going to do is kill a bunch of these hussars, though, if he's not careful. And our Chinese is moving, or rather a Celt. Oh, why did I think... I thought these were Chinese rams for a second. Okay, the Chinese towers are targeting these onagers with their last dying breath, but... My apologies, I said they did not have Furor Celtica. I was mistaken, they do have Furor Celtica. Elite Tarkin. Okay, that's one way to deal with bombard towers. Eric, not casting Red Bull Ladder like everyone else. I post daily Red Bull Ladder games. I've been posting those for 2 months. You mean everyone else is doing what I've been doing for the last 2 months? But ching. Welcome to the live, by the way. Those will be later on, maybe tomorrow night. I've been missing Rage Forest after getting after the tournament was over. Honor's being very hesitant. Not too sure why. He's got 11 of them here, 6 more. I was the OG Red Bull Ladder caster. Not to toot my own horn, but the day they announced it was the day that Hera did a 12-hour live stream practicing for it, like the beast that he is. And I casted the next day one of his games from that. 2v2 are a lot of fun. Uh-oh. Rattans are not really meant to take on paladins. But mission accomplished. Bombard cannon has been killed. They retreat. They take a lot of castle fire from this Crenellation's Teutonic castle, though. Some infrastructure destroyed. Some paladins died. Not the end of the world for either team. Little by little, though, what is our Chinese doing to contest this? I feel like his cannon galleons should reach these Trebs, no? Why is he not attacking the Trebs? Where is he going? Oh, that is a disgusting self-own there by our Celt. Who moves in on the other cannon galleon. Oh, what a missed opportunity for Ganji to kill a few of these trebuchets, I feel like. Oh, now the Tarkins are in. Listen to this. It's nothing. It's a whooshing sound. It's so creepy. I can understand the sword. I can understand the conic with the thudding sound. But a creepy little air sound. Whoosh, whoosh. is pretty scary to me. Oh, now they're in though. These elite Tarkans with their ridiculous armor and their ridiculous bonuses. Literally against anything that has a brick in it, the Tarkan kills. But here comes some Savars. Where are they going? Straight for the Trebs? Okay. Valis is being very careful with these siege onagers. He's got enough resources to build a bunch more. So far, he's just killing a lot of his teammates' units. Who's getting who? 64 kills, only 5. That's bullshit. That can't be right. Okay, he does flatten some Savars. One makes it through the lines, and oh my god, is he actually going to get the Treb, the siege onager? Yes, he is, and he almost got a second. Wow, what a hero Savar. This is not enough halberdiers from our Chinese, who is furiously rebuilding his towers. This reminds me of the scene from Family Guy where Peter and his friends attack an Amish barn. Oh, that was delicious. That was delicious too. And then the Amish just rebuild the farm super fast. How many Savars do we have here? They're so hard to see when they're orange. Well, how many Savars did we have? Past tense. Okay, 8 of them are still alive. Okay, they all die here in the forward position. You never understand what's happening in a 4v4 battle? Welcome to my world. Yeah, I see Dragon Rider. This is like right up your alley. Over here, we've got basically trash wars with paladins and onagers. The real meat and potatoes of the death is happening here. The Savars have done the job, though. There's only 4 onagers. But this is so many Tarkans. You really don't see this unit very often. 32 of them. What's going on over here? More Teutonic halberdiers, more Teutonic longswordsmen, men-at-arms. Not too sure how it manages to count 2 different of the same unit. Yeah, Prichnik, you can't. This is just a unit you absolutely need. And oh, look at all the death and destruction. Kill counts at 59, only 10, less than 20% self kills. He does lose 1 more. Okay, slowly the Savars and the Chinese Halbs, or sorry, the Savars and the Chinese Halbs are slowly taking over this position. What another beautiful pancake here. Beautiful. The stream of Persian cavalry. Where is the infantry out of our Chinese to support? Oh, now he's facing off against a Hunnic paladin, though. Ugh. Okay. So now, if I'm not mistaken, it's what, a 3 versus 2 now? Oh, yeah. Army counts are very similar. You wouldn't know it from that side of the map, but on this side, they're a little bit more even. We've got a random Mameluke in all of this. He lives and gets no kills. Nice pancake there by our Teuton as well. As our Vietnamese from a long distance is getting more siege onagers. Good teamwork out of these 2 players. More Spanish paladins getting pancaked. But you've entered into not 1, not 2, but 3 Teutonic castle firing ranges. And so what the hell did you expect? Mamelukes move in, will get a quick snipe. They don't, they get scared. They get scared off by Vietnamese halberdiers. Chris. Okay, the Savars have closed. The Hun is distracted on the right side. The Savars are in. This is like a wolf inside the chicken coop. But the Celt has... I didn't see all these Celtic halberdiers. What do you even do? What is even in this army? 45 paladins, 15 siege onagers, trebs galore, and a single scorpion. Where are you? There you are. 0 kills on you. But you are hungry for blood. You are moving very much into the dangerous forward position here. I don't know who's taking this game, honestly. It's now 200 army count to 155. The scores are less than 10% apart. It seems like Team Southeast is getting pressed back, but again, Spanish paladins chase into 3 castles. Every volley takes another 150, 200 HP off these units. Another Savar pancake. Modri is just having fun right now. He's just clicking left, right, up, down. It doesn't matter. He's just running around, letting these siege onagers get the kills. And my question is, what the hell is our Chinese in yellow doing? 26 halberdiers is what Ganji is contributing right now. He's got 900 gold. Savars, will they get a single onager? They get 1. And then they get absolutely swarmed by this mob. This isn't even this is not even an army anymore. This is just an absolute mob. Tomislav, welcome. I mean, both teams have trade going. It looks like some paladins have inserted themselves into the trade route, but it looks like both of them have some good amount of trade happening. And to be fair, the losing team actually has lower scores, if that makes sense. Modri and Mean Luke's son have the lowest. Oh no, Matt has resigned. Our Persian is done. No more Savars. Wow. Wow. Yeah, there was no sorry, Tomislav. There was no casting during the week this week. I'll try to cast next week during the weekdays. Wow, so forget the halberdiers. Look at the siege onager count, 111, 61. Like I said, this is not an army. This is a mob. This is a ridiculous thing to engage into. Unless you have twice the number of cavalry units, you are gonna die to this. How many kills on the whole? Only 38. 13 friendly fires is really not good. That's like a 40+% friendly fire rate. Or no, what am I talking about? Actually, is it? 38? What's 13 out of 38? No, 30 to 40%. Biggest donor, our Persian. Biggest recipient, our Chinese. Really? For what? What did he have that he needed 28,000 resources for? He went halberdiers most of the time. Wow. Karaoke and fireworks. Damn. Rob C, thank you. And welcome. Yes, welcome and thank you. My bad. Most trade for our Saracen, who had the most gold. Our Saracen, who had the most food. Our Saracen. Conversions playing no role. Buildings destroyed, of course, our Celt. And most kills? Really? Oh, well, I guess that kind of makes sense on that side of the map. He was killing freaking halberdiers and skirmishers the entire game. Valus, 700 kills. So about 200 fewer kills, but better kills, I would say. When you're killing Savars, it's a lot more fun than when you're killing just random halberdiers who are not that quick to move. But man, did our Spanish keep pushing in to these 3 Teutonic castles now too, and ultimately got rickety wrecked over and over, but did manage to push back the bombard cannon. So I guess mission accomplished when you've got 10 paladins queued up all the time. Saracens do get siege onagers, and Saracens also get a 15% increase to their attack when they get the counterweights upgrade, which he did have. There's that plus 12. Ooh, Supergen, thank you so much. Have fun visiting your old hometown. And that's going to do it for us tonight. Rovsi, I'm so sorry you joined in right at the end, but unfortunately, 4 games in. Yeah, Tomislav, you as well. Hopefully Vienna is nice and quiet right now. You can enjoy. Oprishnik, you're listening to me like a radio cast and falling asleep. Do you want me to speak to you very gently and calmly? Going to sleep? Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining, for commenting, even if you did join in the last few seconds. Unfortunately, this is the last game. Maybe we'll be back tomorrow. We'll do some ranked ladder Empire Wars, because, I mean, there's only 2 days left, tomorrow and then the next day, for them to qualify to see who the top 4 players are going to be. And on Twitch, everyone is looking at Empire Wars, so being the unoriginal person that I am, why the hell won't we do the same thing? Or maybe we'll download some other games. We'll see what I can scrounge up for us tomorrow. For sure, I think I'll be live streaming. I would have loved to see what these fiery balls could have done and where they would have gone. Where would they have gone? Would they have killed some paladins? It looks like the Mameluke and the paladins, I think I see some trails behind them, so they were moving. But will they move back? Who knows? Thank you, everyone, for joining. I appreciate it, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a fantastic night, and take care.